Hello, everyone. I'm Mark Ford, Executive Director of the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame. And on behalf of our board, we're so glad you could join us this morning for our 2026 inductee announcement. Let me begin by thanking Belmont University for the use of this wonderful theater inside their R. Milton and Denise Johnson Center. I want to personally thank my wife, Carol Ann Etheridge Ford, for all that she does. We especially want to thank Mike Porter, Sydney Hood, Georgianne McCullough, and Jonah Birch for helping make today possible. Thank you all. The Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame Foundation is a nonprofit dedicated to honoring Nashville's rich legacy of songwriting excellence through preservation, celebration, and education. Induction into our Hall of Fame is one of the nation's most highly prized songwriting achievements. And since 1970, the Hall has enshrined 254 of the greatest writers ever to put words to music in Music City. Once again, we add a new page of legendary names to a list that began more than a half century ago. Before I continue, let me note that not all of our inductees or electees, I will say, could be here with us today. We'll do our best to represent them well, and hopefully they're watching us on the live stream now, along with many of you. It is now my honor to introduce this year's class. We begin with the 30-year Veteran Songwriter Artist category. Leading us off is a Houston-born writer who was raised in nearby Klein, Texas, a small town named for his great-grandfather. This writer earned degrees in journalism and German from Texas A&M University, then spent the next few years playing clubs and establishing himself in the area's folk scene. Traveling abroad in Luxembourg, he met the players who would become the nucleus of his large band. In 1984, he and the band recorded a demo, and in 1986, he was signed to MCA Records. His witty lyrics and eclectic musical style soon earned him critical acclaim, as well as the top 20 singles Cowboy Man, Give Back My Heart, Why, I Don't Know, God Will, and the Grammy-nominated She's No Lady. Other songs from this writer's pen include the rock hit You've Been So Good Up to Now, the bluegrass hit L.A. County by New Vintage, and the alternative hits Private Conversation, You Can't Resist It, and My Baby Don't Tolerate. He was honored as the inaugural recipient of the Americana Music Association's Trailblazer Award in 2007. In 2011, he was named Texas State Musician. In 2012, he was inducted into the Texas Heritage Songwriters Hall of Fame, and in 2019, he was inducted into the Austin City Limits Hall of Fame. We are proud to welcome Lyle Lovett to the class of 2026. Lyle was unable to join us today, but he did send this. The Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame is one of the most respected organizations in music. It's an honor to be included with so many of my songwriting heroes. So thank you, Lyle, and congratulations. Next, from the 30-year Veteran Songwriter category, we have a native of Jacksonville, Texas, who spent much of his youth in nearby Grapevine. As a teenager in the late 1950s, he began singing for local dances, and in 1959, he co-wrote his future smash, Hey Baby, which he re-recorded for a Fort Worth indie label. When the label sold the master to Mercury Records, its reissue on Mercury's Smash imprint made the song a million-selling pop and R&B hit in 1962. Also recorded by Jose Feliciano, Ringo Starr, and Conway Twitty, the song later became a country hit for Anne Murray, a UK hit for DJ Otzi, and was featured prominently in the 1987 film Dirty Dancing. Since moving to Nashville in 1978, our future inductees' song credits include Stand Up by Mel McDaniel, which was also a gospel hit for the Kingsmen, as well as the #1 songs Party Time by T.G. Shepherd, Don't Worry About Me Baby by Janie Fricke, and As Long as I'm Rockin' With You by John Conley. His collaborations with Kieran Kane yielded Kane's artist singles You're the Best, It's You, and Gonna Have a Party, which was also covered notably by Alabama. Additionally, Rockin' Little Christmas has been cut by co-writer Deborah Allen and also by Brooks and Dunn. In 2011, he was inducted into the Texas Heritage Songwriters Hall of Fame. We're proud to welcome Bruce Chanel to the class of 2026.
Well, first of all, a great big thank you to the executive director of this great organization, the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame. And thank you, Mark Forward. I appreciate your input. And to Don Cook and other members of the board of the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame, I'm so grateful for this day, and I know my family would be too, and appreciate it so much just being here and to have your name mentioned in the same breath with a lot of your heroes and friends, true friends, is such a great thing and a great honor, and appreciate it so much. And to the new inductees and my fellow inductees today, congratulations to you. It's a wonderful thing to happen to any writer, and I appreciate it so much. So thank you, folks. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Bruce. From the excuse me, from the 20-year contemporary songwriter artist category, we have a Pennsylvania native who began writing songs and playing guitar as a preteen. Relocating with her family to Hendersonville, Tennessee in 2004, she soon signed with Sony ATV Tree Music Publishing, making her, at age 14, the youngest writer in that company's history. Shortly thereafter, she signed with Big Machine Records, which in 2006 released her self-titled debut album that included the song Teardrops on My Guitar, which was a 2008 BMI Country Song of the Year. Her follow-up project, Fearless, became the most awarded country album of all time and featured the singles White Horse, which was the 2010 Grammy winner for Best Country Song, Love Story, BMI's Country Song of the Year in 2009 and their Pop Song of the Year in 2010, and You Belong With Me, BMI's 2010 Country Song of the Year. More hits followed on this writer's path to superstardom, including Mean, the 2012 Grammy winner for Best Country Song, Blank Space, All Too Well, the 10-minute version from the short film, which was the 2023 Grammy winner for Best Music Video, Anti-Hero, and Cruel Summer. In 2017, her solo-written Better Man by Little Big Town was Grammy-nominated and earned the CMA Song of the Year. Writing or co-writing every song across her 12 studio projects, she is the only artist in Grammy Award history to win Album of the Year 4 times. Other honors include a win for BMI Country Songwriter of the Year, 6 wins for BMI Pop Songwriter of the Year, 7 wins for NSAI Songwriter Artist of the Year. I love these. And she was also NSAI's Songwriter Artist of the Decade from 2010 to 2019. In 2026, this writer became the youngest female inductee into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in New York, and soon she will become our youngest inductee ever. We're proud to welcome, say it with me now, Taylor Swift to the class of 2026. Taylor was unable to join us today, but she did send this. From the time I started writing songs as a child, I fixated on Nashville as the perfect place to be. I wanted to learn with and from the best and get to immerse myself in a community of storytellers. And thankfully, Nashville turned out to be exactly what I dreamed of. A town that validated and prioritized hard work, determination, and imagination, where the writers show up to work every day, even when the mysterious muses and the magic don't. To be honored by this city I love so much is a beautiful thing, and I'm very grateful. Thank you, Taylor, and congratulations to you. From the 20-year contemporary songwriter category, we have an Arkansas native who grew up on a farm outside of Perryville. He picked up a guitar at age 5, and by age 20 had moved to Nashville, where he found work in the late 1980s as a fiddle player for the Osborne Brothers, Jerry Reed, Shelby Lynn, Alan Jackson, and Trisha Yearwood. After charting with a pair of self-penned singles in 1993 as a Warner Brothers artist, our future inductee earned his first #1 hits as a songwriter in 1998 with Two Pina Coladas by Garth Brooks and How Long Gone by Brooks and Dunn. Other country hits soon followed, including Would You Go With Me by Josh Turner, Nobody But Me by Blake Shelton, and River of Love by George Strait. In addition to writing A Beautiful Time, the title track of Willie Nelson's 2023 Grammy-winning album, this writer penned numerous bluegrass hits, including Travelin' Teardrop Blues and My Love Will Not Change, both by the Del McCoury Band, Don't Be Calling Me at 4 a.m. by Billy Strings, and Sis Draper, which was a #1 hit for Ricky Skaggs in 2005 and #1 again this year for the writer himself. He is a 2025 inductee into the Arkansas Country Music Hall of Fame. We're proud to welcome Sean Camp to the class of 2026.
Oh, man, I can't even believe this. Thanks so much, Mark Ford. I appreciate you, and thanks to the Nashville Songwriter Hall of Fame for such an honor to be a part of this this group of people. I've been blessed to call a lot of them my friends that have been in for years, and they taught me the ropes, and I don't know, or they tried. I don't know if I know them yet, but just a real honor to be here with y'all, and congratulations to all these other inductees here today. And I just feel really blessed to be a part of this community, and thank y'all for letting me get in here with you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. And finally, also from the 20-year contemporary songwriter category, we have a native of the bluegrass state who was raised on a tobacco farm in Nicholasville, Kentucky. Though his parents didn't play music, his uncle did. And by age 11, our future Hall of Famer had absorbed that love of music, learning guitar, piano, and violin. Graduating from Eastern Kentucky University in 1990 with a degree in music theory and composition, this writer moved to Nashville in June of 1991. 5 years later, he signed with Hamstein Music, and after early cuts from Ken Mellons and Mindy McCready, it was Joe Nichols who provided our honoree with his first chart topper, 2002's Grammy-nominated The Impossible. Following the singles, I Just Want to Be Mad by Terry Clark and The World by Brad Paisley, which is one of more than 20 Paisley cuts. This writer enjoyed a banner year in 2009 as You're Gonna Miss This by Trace Adkins earned the ACM Single of the Year, and In Color by Jamie Johnson earned the ACM Song of the Year. While both were Grammy nominated, You're Gonna Miss This was also ASCAP's Country Song of the Year in 2009 and NSAI's Song of the Year in 2008, while In Color was also the CMA's Song of the Year in 2009. Other hits from this writer's resume include Nothing to Die For and Southern Girl, both by Tim McGraw, Whiskey and You by Chris Stapleton, It Ain't My Fault by Brothers Osborne, and It Matters to Her by Scotty McCreery. We're so proud to welcome Lee Thomas Miller to the class of 2026.
Well, Mark, thank you. Thank you, Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame. I mean, it's pretty surreal. I don't know. The email said we had to say something, and this is, I don't know how you say a minute's worth of how you feel about something like this. When the nominees came out, one of my best friends up here in the business said, "Hey, have you seen who you're nominated with?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, it looks like they just made a list of people that are already in the Hall of Fame, so good luck." And what's so weird is, like, I've grown up with all those guys, and we're all friends, and we've all been doing this a long time. And I've been in this town 35 years, and my wife has been here 34 and a half of it. So she's helped bury all of the bodies, and she knows better than anybody, and I wouldn't be here without her. Congrats to Sean and Bruce and Lyle, and I'm so happy that Taylor Swift finally got a break. She needed a win. I was on the tobacco farm, and nothing makes you look for something else faster than a tobacco farm in Kentucky, and music. I was fascinated with music, and it was Merle Haggard and George Jones, and just the classics, and then Alabama. Alabama came along, and my mother called it a curse because I went crazy. I was all in. There was nothing else in the world I wanted but to be somehow attached to whatever one day's next incarnation of Alabama was, and I stalked them, and I stalked their managers, I stalked their bodyguards, everything I could do to meet those guys. And so my wife had laid out something nice for me to wear today, and as I was looking through the closet, I found this, and I said, "This is better than what you picked out," because I would not be here today if it wasn't for Randy Owen and Teddy Gentry. And it's the honor of a lifetime. I can't even begin to tell you what it means. So, thank you.
This incredible class, Lyle Lovett, Bruce Chanel, Taylor Swift, Sean Camp, Lee Thomas Miller, will officially be inducted. They're electees at the moment. They'll be officially be inducted later this fall during our invitation-only 56th anniversary Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame Gala. These 5 will be accompanied by an additional honoree or 2 that night, and we'll share more news about that in the coming weeks. So, again, thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in on the live stream. This now concludes that event.